Hey, welcome to Strangelove. Today I'm going to go over my top 25 accessories for compact and subcompact tractors. I use a John Deere 1025R, but it should work for most compact tractors, I think. This is not really in any order, but it's kind of what I use most and what I find the most handy, but they're all good products and stuff. Anyways, let's get started here. Okay, first up, we've got the Heavy Hitch front receiver. This is ranked here in no way, shape, or form because of its quality, because it's excellent quality. It's because I hardly ever have the loader off my tractor. But as you can see, you can use chains on it in case you need to pull out some shrubs or small trees or something. It's got a 2-inch receiver for a hitch, and it will take this weight bracket, and I've put 6 70-pound weights on there, mainly for when I'm using my tiller. It's a great product, and it's made in the USA. Next up is the hood release. I forget the name. I'll put a link in the description, but so handy, especially with the loader on. Just because John Deere makes you use a key and it's very tough to get into. Next up is having a torque wrench to make sure your tires are on correctly. There's quite a few things actually that you want to make sure are torqued correctly. So I just bought a relatively cheap one off of Amazon, and this one has been working great. Alright, the John Deere seat cover. Love this thing. It's padded a bit. It's very durable. I'll leave a link in the description. It's well worth every penny. And it's not that many pennies. Next up is the 20-volt Dewalt Grease Gun. It's just a blessing to have. And then a couple of the LockNlube grease couplers, like this needle greasing adapter, used to service underneath the tractor in a very tight spot, in particular on a John Deere 1025, and then just the ease of use with these makes them stellar. All right, let's go get the loader on the tractor. Now I've got some add-on bucket hooks. I just bought these off of Amazon. They work great. I use them mainly just like when I move a burn barrel or something with my bucket. Okay, next up is the VersaBracket by GoodWorks Tractors. It's a very handy piece of equipment. I'll show you what I use it mainly for nowadays, but it's got a 2-inch receiver for your hitches. It's got chainsaw carrier spot there, and you can put weights on for ballast. I think you can put 6 or 8 weights on there, so it's very handy in that aspect. I use it mainly for my landscape rake, and it just kind of stays there, and it works out very well for me. I had to move these trailers out of my very front yard over to a semi-tractor that was there to load up these units, these light tower units. So I just left the footage in there just for something interesting. but I use the VersaBracket as the rear trailer hitch. Next up is the 3-inch Edge Tamers by R2 Manufacturing, which my driveway is paved, and this really saves tearing up the driveway when I'm trying to plow. And here you go, you can see the height clearance it gives you. Okay, here we've got the rear hitch and drop step from Mudd's Customs. 2-inch receiver and some tie down points there, and then some tie down points here, and the step is a lifesaver if you're Gen X and above. It's just very nice to have. Also, we got the grab handles. Makes it better to get on and off the tractor, and that way you're not throwing weight on the wheel like most people do when entering the cab station. And here this is also from Mudd's Customs. We've got the mirror mounts. They're very easy to install. And then we've got mirrors, which I love having. These are 7-inch combine mirrors. I found them on Amazon. They've been great, very durable. I've tried other ones. They're differing sizes and stuff, but these ones just seem to work out the best for me. I had to throw in a little gratuitous footage of my old F350 there. I miss it quite a bit. We got wheel weights from GoodWorks tractors. I think they're 70 pounds each. I don't have any ballast in my tires, so every little bit helps. All right, now we're on to number 10. Top 10, yay! And this one fits in your pocket, and it is hydraulic oil dye. How many times have you gone to check the fluids? It just takes 5 minutes trying to read that clear oil. This could be number 1 actually. Okay, next up is suitcase weights for ballast. As an old Gen Xer, I gotta say, the 70 pounders are getting harder and harder to lift every time, but they're so necessary. And coming up, that cart attached to it, you'll see why it's manageable. Next up is the John Deere third function kit. I had this installed at the dealers before delivery, and I do have a grapple that goes with this machine. It works fine. That's all I'm going to say, and it is the most expensive item on this list. Okay, standard equipment on the John Deere 1025R comes with this lift link that's adjustable. This is the right hand side, I guess. And on the left hand side, it comes with this non-adjustable lift link. So this may be one of the weirdest accessories I'm recommending and have fallen in love with, but having an adjustable lift link on both sides has made putting attachments on so much easier. It's truly one of the best things I got. There's not a lot of lift range with this 3-point hitch system. It's a small tractor, I mean, but that made a big difference, even by an inch or two here and there. So I highly recommend getting the left-hand side lift link. I'll leave a link in the description. All right, we're getting there. This is the 3-point hitch and weight cart from Heavy Hitch. And it holds your ballast weights, and I'll show you the rest of the features here in a second. But it's wonderful for rolling around your shop So you'll notice there's a 2-inch receiver there in case you want to haul a trailer, or in my case I put my landscape rake in there, and it's just a handy device. Okay, next up is the Rhino Hide Canopy. Really durable, very easy to install, and it's very easy to take off. Just these screws here, these hand screws, in case you're transporting it on a trailer or something, but highly recommended. All right, coming in at number 4 is the Workmaster plate from JuFabworks. This thing is solidly made. These should chain hooks, tie down, 2-inch receiver, and it's just, like I said, it's solidly made. And it will strengthen your bucket, because that is a weak point right there in the middle. I'll throw in a little clip of using the receiver on it. Number 3, we got the Piranha Tooth Bar by BX Expanded. This is just beautifully made piece of hardware. This is my newest addition, but very easy to install. And once you drill out the holes here, you can take this on and off in 3 minutes. And it just helps with moving dirt and material. All right, and coming in at number 2, for those of you with a backhoe attachment, it is the Expanded Backhoe Dolly cart. And this just is wonderful. So much so that it's ranked at number 2. Right, now for number 1, I'm sure it's no surprise to anyone and probably agreed upon by everybody, is the quick hitch. I have the Speedco, which I've labeled very useful tool. There's not much to say about this. It's number 1. Well, there you go. There's my top 25 accessories for compact and subcompact tractors. Let me know in the comments if you get any questions, and I'm going to start working on my attachments now. Of course, I'm doing this in December when I had all summer to do it, but hope you enjoyed it and hope to hear from you. We'll talk to you later. Bye.